first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now Parker throwing to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
2nd and a couple.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd.
You look at this Raiders defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total scary. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He gets away from one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Parker. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Touchdown, Raiders! Michael Mayer. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to move back in front.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their... And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. It gets it right back to Mayer.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Parker.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Looking to throw. Parker. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Parker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll roll him out right.
Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open. Mahomes
hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Danny Gray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Parker.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fielded at the 33. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Shutting defenders at the 15. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To throw is Parker. To throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on third down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch them off guard, but the defense was ready.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Danny Gray, 47 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Parker throwing to start the drive. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, and it's 3rd and 4.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Parker
from the gun on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Parker throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Parker now on first down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now Parker to throw on third down. That is caught at the 7. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. From the 2 now, second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Staying on his feet.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Parker. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs,